After the unexpected twist we all saw last week in Young and the Restless, fans are left to wonder if Vail Bloom is really leaving the show forever. As for Mark Grossman, it looks like he won't be on set for a while since he's catching up with his roots. So watch along to find out all about it.
Hey everyone, welcome to TrendStreet.
If you've been keeping up with the Young and the Restless, you probably had your jaw on the floor after the September 26th episode. The episode made it look like Sharon had killed Heather, played by the one and only Vail Bloom. But is that really what went down, or is Y&R just messing with our heads? And wait, does this mean Vail Bloom's time as Heather is officially over? Oh, and don't forget the big question, who's really behind the murder? Let's break it down because this storyline has more twists than a roller coaster. Poor Sharon, already dealing with the weight of her past, has been off her bipolar meds and spiraling into a world of hallucinations. Who's haunting her? Cameron Kirsten, the man who should have stayed 6 feet under, but nope, he's back. Well, not in real life, but in Sharon's mind. He's been popping up and whispering some seriously dark ideas into her ear, and it looks like she's starting to listen. In her latest breakdown, Sharon found herself blaming Daniel for her daughter Cassie's death. So, in true dramatic soap opera fashion, she sneaked into his apartment, poison in hand, ready to settle an old score. She pours the poison into a whiskey bottle, and just before things get too crazy, her rational side kicks in and she pours the whole thing out. Crisis averted, right? Well, not exactly. Just as she's making her escape, guess who walks in? Heather. The timing couldn't be any worse. Now Heather sees Sharon there, and let's just say she's not buying Sharon's lame excuses. The confrontation heats up, Heather threatens to call the cops, and then it's a blackout. Sharon completely loses it, and when she wakes up, Heather's lying dead on the floor. Naturally, Sharon freaks out, gets rid of the body in the river, and tries to convince herself that none of this ever happened. Here's where things get complicated. Social media lit up with fans debating whether Sharon really killed Heather, or if it's just another delusion brought on by her mental health struggles. I mean, Sharon's been hallucinating Cameron, who is definitely not alive. Yet she's been talking to him like he's sitting in the room with her. What if Heather's death is just another figment of Sharon's imagination? After all, would Y&R really celebrate Sharon Case's 30th anniversary on the show by turning her character into a murderer? That seems like a major downer. So what's going on here? This whole situation raises an even bigger question. Is Vail Bloom's latest stint on Y&R really over? Bloom first popped up in Genoa City back in 2007, bringing Heather Stevens back to life as an adult. She left the show in 2010, but then she finally made her comeback in January 2023. Fans have loved seeing her back on screen, but now it looks like her character might be swimming with the fishes. Literally. So, is this it for Vail? Well, as of now, there's no official confirmation about Bloom's status on the show. However, some of her recent social media posts have fans buzzing with speculation. 8 weeks ago, Vail posted a picture of herself in front of the Y&R studios, blowing a big old kiss. Was that her way of saying goodbye? Or was she just goofing around? It's hard to tell. At this point, all we have are breadcrumbs to follow, but nothing concrete about her future on the show. And while we're all left guessing whether Heather's dead for good, there's another burning question. Did Sharon actually kill her? Or is there someone else lurking in the shadows, ready to take the blame? Now, Sharon's mental state has been the talk of Genoa City, especially with her family, Nick, Mariah, and Faith, worrying about her well-being. But what if someone else took advantage of Sharon's fragile condition to make her look guilty? We all know that Phyllis has been on a bit of a wild ride herself. She's been hell-bent on protecting her children, and it wouldn't be a stretch to imagine her framing Sharon for Heather's death, like she did to Diane. Phyllis, always one to take matters into her own hands, could have walked in on Sharon passed out, saw an opportunity, and made it look like Sharon did the deed. Or to shock us all, could it be Lucy? Heather's daughter hasn't exactly been on the best terms with her mom lately. She was pretty upset about being dragged to Portugal and forced into community service, which stopped her from getting her driver's license. That kind of resentment can fester, and maybe it boiled over. What if Lucy came home, got into an argument with Heather, and things took a dark turn? Could she have snapped and killed her mom in a fit of rage, then fled the scene, leaving Sharon to take the blame? After all, with a family tree that includes Phyllis and Sheila Carter as her grandmothers, it's not like Lucy's life has been free from drama. But if Lucy really turns out to be the killer, it could mean big changes for Lily Brooks O'Brien's future on the show. Like if she goes to jail, it will still mean no more of O'Brien on the show. And since O'Brien has been making waves outside of Y&R with her music careers and other acting gigs, it wouldn't be a shocker if she wanted to explore more of Hollywood outside soaps. So maybe this storyline could be writing for her character's exit. But again, that's all speculation for now. So, is Vail Bloom leaving Y&R for good? And who's the real killer? Do share your thoughts with us in the comments. Over to Mark Grossman. He's taken a much-needed break from all the on-screen drama his character has been going through. Mark Grossman may play the black sheep of the Newman family on The Young and the Restless, but in real life, he's far more grounded. Recently, the actor took a break from the Genoa City drama to reconnect with his roots, visiting Amish country in Parkersburg, Pennsylvania, where his family is from. After 18 long years, Grossman returned to his hometown, and of course, he had to share the experience with his fans on Instagram. In a series of photos, Grossman gave everyone a glimpse of his peaceful escape. In the first picture, he's seen walking up a gravel driveway, dressed in all black, with a wide-eyed, surprised expression. The scene had a unique charm with an Amish girl appearing in the background, making the moment even more wholesome. He also snapped some photos with family members, and for a true taste of countryside life, he included a clip of cows and horses, him in a tractor and auctions. The Grossman roots run deep here in southeastern Pennsylvania, Grossman wrote in his caption. After 18 years away, it sure is great to be back. He wrapped up the post with a photo of a framed crochet that read, "I will build myself a farm." Looks like owning a farm is definitely in the future, since we all know his love for animals, especially horses. So his hometown, Parkersburg, is a small town of just 4,000 residents, which is like polar opposite the chaos of Los Angeles, with its Amish markets and serene campsites. Fans of Y&R couldn't help but draw parallels to when Victor Newman bought Hope Wilson's farm back in the early 90s. Although Grossman might be a bit out of his soap element, it's clear that the peacefulness of his hometown offered the perfect escape from the high-stakes drama of the soap world. After all, a trip back to your roots is all you need to recharge, even for a guy who's constantly stirring up trouble in Genoa City. But that wasn't his only stop during his vacation, because right after Parkersburg, feeling like a cowboy, Grossman went up to New York City enjoying his city life. He went for a little yacht ride around NYC, visited some museums, and even went to see a Hamilton play. He also caught up with his friend Trace Bronson for dinner, and judging by the pictures, he sure had a great time there. Now, if only Adam could take a quick breather like that and make his head clear about who he wants to be with. What do you think? Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments down below.
Thank you for checking this video out. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for new videos every day. Turn that bell notification on if you want to hear from us, and comment down below if you've subscribed, and we'll make sure to reply and thank as many of you as we possibly can.